Hey, what's going on, guys? Nick from Practically Tactical here. So I'm down at the range here with Sam, and today we have a review that's actually been a while in the waiting, but I kind of make sure I had to have Sam on here because part of this is responsible from him, and I think it's really important to have you here to talk about this. Today we're talking about the Mech Armor Defense TacOps-1 charging handle. Now, Sam, you've actually had yours for much longer than I have, so I'm going to have you talk about it a little bit first here.
So for those of you that aren't familiar with the company Mech Armor Defense, they're on the East Coast. They're a small, American-owned small business.
Veteran-owned.
A veteran-owned small business, and they make charging handles. They actually have some of these, I guess, picked up by SOCOM. I'm not totally sure about that. You got to check out their website for the information. But I actually picked the TacOps-1 charging handle. I bought it from Mech Armor Defense direct from their website before I even got involved in the industry, way back. My buddy Tim at the Military Arms Channel did a video on it. Like, this is probably 3 years ago now. About this charging handle, and I was like, oh, I need an ambidextrous charging handle on left-handed, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, I went and got it. There weren't very many options quite yet on the market. The B-Seam Ambi hadn't come out yet. The Raptor from AXTS hadn't come out yet. But this was out there, and the design is very simple. There's no more parts in this charging handle than are in a standard mil-spec charging handle that, you know, guys see in their standard M16, AR-15s coming all over the industry. But the fact is, this has an enlarged latch that has a different kind of geometry here on the right side that allows your right thumb to actually pinch and grab as you're charging the weapon. Now, typically guys do like the ambi designs with the larger latches. They come back and they slap like that or do some manipulation like that. But it's not really that big deal for a lefty because you can't come back and slap because of the forward assist. So this design, you know, having less parts than your more complicated ambi models on the market. Just one single latch right there. You pinch it with your thumb, come right back and charge it as you normally would. It's very robust. This is the second one I've had. The first one didn't break. Gave it away to a former student that had another company's charging handle break on him. I didn't know what to do. I was like, hey man, don't worry about it. I have an extra one here. I had 2 charging handles. So I just sent it over to him, and from what I've heard, it's been running fine ever since.
Yep.
So
shout out to Tom there.
Yep, Tom Zimmerman. There you go, buddy.
Yep. So Sam here is running the actual CQB model. I'm running the full TacOps-1. Now, for me being a righty, what I love about it, again, is the enhanced latch on here and the robustness. For me, it's, you know, I know that, you know, we did some intro video. I can take this thing, I can slam it on anything. It's built to last. It's built to run. Yep,
for sure. It's definitely definitely a high-quality American-made part there for your rifle. A solid upgrade for the guys looking for an enlarged ambidextrous style charging handle. A lot of guys look at the design of the standard size TacOps-1 and think that it's too wide. I had that charging handle on my gun, on this gun right here, for quite a long time before I switched out to the CQB model. And the only reason I went for the CQB is because we happened to pick one up from Mech Armor Defense, and I just threw it in the gun and went with it. It's just a little bit more narrow, but the controls are the exact same. The robustness is there. It works very well. So it doesn't stick out too bad. The larger one sticks out a little bit more, but it doesn't get in the way of gear or anything like that. It's just a charging handle. There's not too much to it. So. Again, a solid option, a solid upgrade. Those doing a build, definitely check out Mech Armor Defense, the TacOps-1 or the TacOps-1 CQB for your charging handle. It's a great option. Again, veteran-owned, American small business, so give them some support, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Having a phone conversation with him, he's a true American. I mean, again, veteran, true American, loves freedom, loves guns, loves ARs, man. And I can tell you, too, puts a lot of thought and design. They make other parts as well for AR, so again, check them out at mecharmordefense.com. And again, you know, for me, I'm probably never going to take this thing off because it runs, it lasts, and like I said, the biggest thing I've noticed here is no matter which way I pull on it, whether it be left or righty, is it comes straight back, it's true.
Yep.
So I don't have any wear in my upper from it. It's been a great charging handle.
Yeah, I don't know the exact material. I'm assuming it's a little more robust than the 6061. It looks to me to be like a 7075 billet charging handle. Meaning instead of being from an extruded piece of aluminum, it's actually a billet part. You know, obviously there's advantages and disadvantages all over, but it just means that it was, you know, care was taken, full CNC machined. It's a precision-made part. It's going to work for you. It does have a lot of lateral stability. What Nick was talking about, you can go kind of torque on a little bit. It's not going to bind up on you or anything like that. It's got a nice coating to it. You know, sometimes anodizing can be like sandy or gritty. This is not like that at all. It's probably I'd say it's probably a Type 3 hard coat with a Teflon dip, so it's got a nice, smooth, kind of buttery finish to it, and it's just really a fantastic upgrade, a great option for your AR. I feel like I'm rambling on about it, but you know, I've used it for a long time, and it'll stay in this gun. and I wouldn't think for a second about picking up another one. So
I mean, it's tried, it's true, and something too, which I think might be a slight, not noticeable, but a lot of like the ambi ones can be larger, and you could possibly run into some optic mount issues. This one is completely flat with my top rail on my upper, and so I don't have to worry about anything hitting it or optics getting away or mounts or anything. I know it's good to go.
And again, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, some ambi options in the market have some kind of interface on the inside of the geometry here, and it's different kind of springs working on it. This is the exact same setup, exact same workings of the mil-spec charging handle. The only difference is the key cut's a little bit larger here in the rear, and the latch is a larger piece of what appears to be stamped steel that's been finished machined. So it's got a really, really nice, robust part in there. It's got a larger roll pin here holding that on, so you got more, the machinists and tool makers can kind of get into how those forces interact there on engineers. And
it's a beefed up roll pin. I believe it's 72%.
Yeah, a beefed up roll pin, so it's going to be a little more robust there. Again, just kind of adding that extra fail-safe in there in case you reach the failure point of a standard charging handle. You won't reach it with this one. So, again, really, really great part. Definitely look up Mech Armor Defense System for your charging handle needs. Enough with that. Let's go ahead and shoot it.